Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mention. Welcome to my channel. I thank you very much for coming to listen to those messages, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I thank you for your donations. And if you do want a private session, do not hesitate to send me an email. I hope you do feel the release that the eclipse have provided. There's been whatever struggle we had inside of us, the struggle has been going on. And my master guide announced me that the struggle will come to an end. But that was decades ago. I had all kinds of things to face, to find that that came from my subconscious, and we all have to face those things. Yet the eclipse has removed a lot of things. The inner struggle seems a lot easier, and it's coming to an end. I hope you do feel that. We're learning to move from when we feel like the ego that needs to fight in order to win every fight. We're letting go of that. When we feel like we're under the domination of the ego, it's good to move into the general, the universal, and then we find the peace, the well-being, the good vibe. And then from there we can move on to specific, like the creation within the quantum field. We're learning to operate within a totally new, different dimension now. So the highest wisdom is the time of the nap. We need to rest, we need to recuperate, we need to recharge our battery, we need to take a break, take a vacation. It's coming. If you cannot do it now, but just cultivate the rest and the ability to rest. The wisdom lies in the ability to ease up, to let go of all stress, to breathe. Because when we breathe, take three deep breaths, oxygen is like the fuel of lucidity. It brings serenity and lucidity. It is magical particle. It's very specific in the. It is a very specific component, chemical element, and it's really what we need the most. And so continue to breathe, and through the breathing comes the understanding of regeneration. Just envision that, command yourself to regenerate, to become to regenerate. What we need to do is to be a step ahead, to know that we've been so many steps ahead already. We have many steps ahead. It's like we live in the future of humanity once we move into this, to become aware of our awareness, conscious of our consciousness. On that level, there was something funny. It's just an anecdote, but the CIA just revealed the declassified document that proves that they're aware of that we need to become aware of our awareness, that there are dimensions outside of time and space that we seek to achieve, and they're looking for technological way to achieve that, when actually they don't know who they are, they don't know what the nature of life, that they are creator of all that is, and so this connection to source. So because they don't take source in consideration, they're looking for technological means, yet they are aware of those higher states of consciousness. So it's everything will come. There's so much that's going to come into the collective consciousness that needs to be unfolded. And even if we are really well informed, when the revelation, there is some level of revelation that we all will be surprised about, and be ready for the unexpected. And the outcome is the respect of the rule. It's alignment with the common sense, the common good, that which is true, beautiful. The alignment with the law, the truth, with the truth. The truth shall set us free. For we appear that our mission was sometimes we feel like we're on a spiritual mission, for those who have realized that, and the mission is in behalf of humanity. But we're part of humanity, and humanity is part of us, but humanity is just a component of our mission here, for we are in the service of the planet. It is the planet that called us here, and humanity is what we choose to integrate, because humanity is a key component in the ascension, because the animal, the plants, the minerals, the elementals, the fairies, everybody's ready for ascension except humanity is the last component. But it's also about enjoying our life, loving one another, discovering this planet has been coveted by many extraterrestrials, so for resources, or for the most precious resources, the most convoluted. Why is about the DNA? It's really this DNA that they were trying to hybrid. But we are the I am race, and as we become aware of our awareness of as in one I am race, everything will be made to return to divine order. Once we become aware, so this power of the creation. of the creator, because paradise is on paradise, and the central universe, we do not know those worlds exist, some people do. um, Paradisical condition is existential, always has been, always will be, will never change. But in the cosmos, in the universe of universes, there is a gradual process of attainment of that state of paradise, within individual beings, within planets, solar systems, local universe, super universe, grand universe. And there are 7 levels of attainment within what they call light and life. Once a being is a being, or a planet, or solar system, or universe is established in light and life, it becomes completely independent of the evolutionary universes that are going around. That means if when the planet, once a planet, or let's say, for an example, fuse into light and life, no more meteorite, or everything will be settled forever, and we'll have a permanent orbit inside the cosmos, which will be undisturbed eternally. But we haven't achieved that, and we're still in evolution, and so it's a gradual process for the in the universe. The goal is to achieve this state of paradisical state of things. For that is my opinion, my perception. I'm just sharing I'm also here to open the mind of for it, I'm just a messenger, but I'm just here to open the mind of humanity in relationship to who they are, who is God, and this unity of consciousness. Because we've been there are many millions of people like me, like you, that are participating in the construction of this new reality. This freedom for humanity. Freedom is a key word. The highest wisdom is complementarity. We're very important. The universe would not be the universe without you. It's because we all essential to the universe. We all complementary in the process. So just take care of this, completing your own part in the process. What needs to be understood is temperance. Not to be into extremes, even in the extreme good will turn it into itself into darkness, and because it's always about finding the middle way, to have the light that is dominant over the dark. What we need to do is accomplishment, to fulfill the cycle, to complete the cycle of destiny, and the outcome is clairvoyance, new level of clairvoyance. There is always a higher level of clairvoyance. For we're going to discover also there is this place that we do not know on the planet Earth, that is what's going on beneath the water, and 2/3 of the resources of the life that is going on is beneath the water, which is good in a sense, because if humanity had access to that, they would try to extract all the minerals from right now. It's safe, the earth needs some balancing out. So but it's quite extraordinary. We're going to realize there is all kind of civilization that are discreetly living below the sea. There was a movie made, I think it was James Cameron who made this movie. It was called The Abyss. Did I pour some card of this? No, I don't think so. I made a mistake, mea culpa. I wanted to rebound on a message I said yesterday. I said that Malchiventa Melchizedek is right now the planetary prince of the planet. He's not, of course. I'm sorry, the time passed. Is of course when the Christ came in, Joshua, when he came into this point of ascension at 29 years old at the river of Jordan, when he got his baptism, he became aware of his creatorship, and he became naturally the planetary prince, because the old prince was disposed. He was named Caligastia. He fall into the paradise. He fall into the Lucifer rebellion. So he was disposed, and now the new planetary prince will be the Christ. Although the Christ hasn't yet, there is still this process of transformation. And one day he will assume the responsibility of a planetary government. No planetary government can function without the Christ as his capstone, as his ruling party. Until we integrate the Christic value of unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness, all systems of one government will fail if there is no love and there is no integration of that. But we all have that. Christ is an integral part of all beings within the universe as the master soul. The Christos Sophia is the manifestation of the divine masculine and feminine. Is the the bridge. So there is a card that escaped, and it's the card of completion. That's the highest wisdom. It's really the final step in the is the universe. Everything is realized. What we need to understand is the world of politics. All of the world of politics is just a mask. It's a cover up. It's an illusion. It's a deception. There is a snake behind it. So just be aware. Just have no judgment in relationship to that, but do not get implicated in those conflicts or those. For there is a deconstruction, but there is a lot of light coming in as well. What we need to do is to be the fool, to be fearless, to be able to make all kinds of. To be able to enjoy life. It's the fool is somebody, is the zero card. He's been around all the process, has returned to the beginning, so he's free. He's been through that, and the outcome is postponement. There is some delays that can be expected, yet we need to be ready for the unexpected. What's very important to understand is once we let go of this, or we address even the snake within, to the illusions of the ego that we may have, or that all this we let go of, drop the mask, we become ourselves. Then we discover abundance. And then. In terms of the delays, what will come, that will be we can have this romantic expectation in some sense of this is Isis and Osiris, the sacred sexuality. It's also about love, romance. It's about the path of choice. What is the tiger of fear? The tiger of fear is stress. We have to learn to let go of stress, to learn to breathe. How do we make our leap into the future? We make our leap into the future through we are the world. We are one world, one people. When the love can unite, it's one of this power. And what does the tiger of fear looks like? Is the thunderbolt. It's about the deconstruction of the world outside of us. It's God shaking the tree. So we may be afraid of that, but there is we can rely on our inner connection that will pass through whatever needs to be shaken within ourselves. It's for our highest good, and so allow the deconstruction to happen, and our heart will call us to go to hanging on to the past. So it's a funny the past will come back until we learn to let it go. It's very important that we learn that. And for that, we need to make compromise. It means that when the memory comes in, you have to accept it as a path of an education, or something that there are many things that have not been resolved yet, but we do not want to come into the conclusion that it will be resolved in a way that will be inappropriate. So we want to continue to focalize on this, on the idea that if we let go, the universe will find a way to make things whole. At which point we'll be moving to the experience. We'll be experiencing. It's about cultivating this connection, our principle as well, and then the level that we need to work on in relationship to that experiencing of life is the celebration. So all will come. There is still a few challenges, but. All will come in due time. So for consciousness needs to be conscious of itself, and we become aware of our awareness. For the UFO talks in the mainstream is because we're preparing the first contact, so it's very much it will mark the greatest event in human history. And it's being pushed a little bit through the mainstream medias with this because UFOs are not it's not subject to beliefs. They are physical proof that there are things, space air vehicles that are completely beyond the ability of human right now, even the most advanced military intelligence to figure out even the gravity pull when they see those vehicles move. It's like they said the humans could not survive such an accelerations. And the most I've experienced is gravity is 5G. It was like it was an experience that was completely. But this is even beyond. For my experience, it was very strange. Actually, it was just one day I was walking down the street, and it was in Miami Beach. I was walking down the street. I was living in South Beach at the time. And I had a thought that activated a code within my DNA. And all of a sudden, everything, like, I was walking down the street and I fell down on the floor. I couldn't move. It was like 5G. It's like all my cells were 5 times more heavy than they were normally. And then through my third eye, there was 5,000 years of history that soul history that unfolded through my third eye, in about 20 seconds. And after that, it took me about many years to integrate all this information. I don't know why I'm sharing that, but it's like my experience in like very heavy gravity. I couldn't move when that happens. I was just laid on the floor. It was just like the center of the earth was like right there. It was like completely amazing, mind-blowing experience. I could never imagine such a thing was possible. And I haven't yet, still a situation that's up in the air because I hasn't. So I just wanted to come and say hello. Yeah, we just what we want is to take it easy, to relax, to take the time to find to balance out the energies and not to take whatever problems we have to trust the solution. Call on spirit to assistance whenever you have anything you want assistance with. So I thank you very much. I'm gonna finish with a song. It's like it's a song that talks about an angel that visits. It goes like this. Angel come down from heaven yesterday. She stayed with me just long enough to rescue me. And she tells me a story yesterday about the love between the moon and the deep blue sea. And she spread a wing high over me, and she say I shall return tomorrow. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel, tomorrow I will feel you by my side. And sure enough, this morning comes to me, where silver wings silhouette against the glow of a child's sunrise. And as the bluebird and sparrows envy me, she said, I love you, little boy, and today you shall fly. She kissed me once, and the feeling so good she made me cry. And now we fly together. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel, together we shall always be alive. Great song from Jimi Hendrix. I think it's Jimi Hendrix who wrote this song. And it reminds us that once we're connected with our angel reminding us of our eternal nature, for which is the true self. And our angel know that. All our guys recognize us as the true eternal divine beings. But just we have to learn to recognize ourselves as such. And to continue to cultivate your relationship with your guardian angel, your beloved guardian angel. For they're doing so much for us, and we don't know even, we'll know that later. But they're not here for like, they don't have vanity or challenge, or they don't have those ego thing. Huh? They're so gracious and loving. And so the final card of the day is the Seven of Gabriel. Defend your conviction. Trust in yourself. Assert your place. So do not doubt yourself. Very important. She's flying in the sky with Pegasus. Huh? She's like it is important to hold your ground, to stand. Gabriel reminds us to trust and to hold this position of peace and when there is activation of something negative that can come from without, know that there has to be a correspondence within, otherwise you wouldn't push a button. But do not expose your consciousness to things too dark. It's like just be easy on that. Just try to nourish yourself with positive and loving energies. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.